Hello, everyone. Technology.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are here beginning of February 2025. And today, Michael and I getting together, we always want to talk about some very good topic. We want to talk about hopes and dreams today. You know, It, Michael, it's a beautiful subject. But before we get started, let's say hello to everyone, Michael, if you would.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday, right? Today's a great day, even though it's snowing and snowing and snowing, but it's still a great day nevertheless. And we look forward to this conversation today, Julie.
Absolutely, Michael. I believe hopes and dreams is a beautiful topic that we are going to dive in today. Um, I have always think about hopes and dreams the before hopes and dreams come, like let's use an example. Before, in the past 6 years, we were living in hopes and dreams. I was personally. Before that, hopes and dreams to me were more of a was more like wishes and desires, right? But I believe that dreams and hope is giving us more purpose of living in our life instead of just wish and desire. It gives us, I guess, way of building our long-term goal and aspirations. So because hope and dreams tend to evolve, you place your hope, you place your dream, you have your hope and you have your dreams, but then you keep working on it versus wish and desires. You just wish to have something but you never really take the action. Or if you have the desire, it's not really motivating you to take the actions to get there, to get to that hope and dreams that you have. So I think that's a different, to me, before getting together, before getting to know our community. In the past 6 years, I had only wishes and desires. Of course, I do have a very vivid dreams when I was young, but it was just a dream that I never thought it could have had happen. But in the past 6 years with this great company that we've involved with, I found my dreams and I found my hope, and I feel like it's more vivid. It gives me the motivation and the aspirations to build that hope and then to build that dreams. And that's kind of a little bit about hopes and dreams for me, Michael.
Yeah, and that's about it, Julie. Right on point, right? Because again, I mean, in life, we all need motivation. We all need some, pick me up, right? Because life isn't just smiles and happiness and everything is fantastic and great. It just isn't, right? So we all go through our ups, we go through our downs, etc. But when we have hopes and when we have dreams, Julie, those are things that can keep us going, right? Those are things that help us to wake up in the morning and look forward to our day because we have something to look forward to, right? Can you imagine a life where you have nothing to look forward to? It's like, okay, my life is over, right? No, so we all feel, especially as children, right? Especially as children, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. You have different dreams of, who you may want to marry or what you want to be in life, what career you want to have, etc. All these different things. You get older, some of those things go away. Life kind of hits you right in the face. But you still hold on to hopes and dreams because maybe that's to be able to retire at age 55 as an example, right? Maybe it's to be able to travel to some exotic place, right? We still have hopes and dreams, even as adults, and so when we look towards being involved in a business that can help us achieve that, right? Then it becomes even that much more meaningful because we see a way out. We actually see how we can actually accomplish whatever you're dreaming for, whatever hopes and ambitions that you may have, aspirations that you may have, right? Because now there is a solution. Now there is actually something in place that can help me get there, right? And that's important because what's the point in having, well, I'm dreaming of this or I'm hoping for this, but there is no solution to get you there, right? Then it's just wishful thinking. That's all that is. Okay. But when you actually have something in front of you that you say, okay, this right here is going to help me achieve what I'm looking to achieve, okay, then it makes a lot of difference, Julie. And then when you come together with like-minded people, right, that believe the same thing, that are hoping for the same things, that have similar dreams, right? When you come together like that, now it fuels it, Julie. Okay, it gives you that much more encouragement, right? Because one day you may be down and somebody else is up, and they're able to uplift you by reminding you, right, of your dreams. People, a lot of people create like dream boards, right? And so they write things down that they want to accomplish in life, that they're hoping for, all these things, right? And some of them, it's not right there in front of you, meaning that, you're not going to achieve it, in the next 30 days, okay? But you do have it that, yes, at some point in the future, to be able to achieve this, to be able to be financially free, to be able to have total freedom, all these things come into play, Julie. But it definitely keeps you going, though. Hopes and dreams definitely keeps you going.
Absolutely, Michael. And I feel that when you have hope and dreams, it's actually helping you, it's lifting you up. When having hope and dream, it's really reminding us life is more than just a present moment. Everyone wanted to live that present moment, want to live that. But when you have hope and dreams, it feel like it's more than just living that moment, and it helping us to actually moving forward, thriving and striving to do whatever it takes to meet that hopes and dreams. One of the most powerful things about having dreams is that it's really giving us that sense of purpose, like we're talking about it. Even though when life is tough, or when you are living kind of like in the tough or the messy time, whether or not it's your life or political or whatever it is, when you have that dreams and hope, or that having that purpose, it's really having hope and dreams help you to get through that time. And for me, I feel that in the past 6 years, with the company that we've been with, a great company that we've been with, so many of us actually sit down and write down our dreams, and actually working on it. And I feel like dreams evolve and they grow and they change every single day. You write down your dream, what you want to do, but then you work toward it. And because of the sense of the community of people, and the leadership of our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, I believe that so many of us have definitive define their dreams, right? Define their dreams and work on their dreams, whether or not you pick up a new project, whether or not you pick up a job, or whatever it is. But that hopes and that dreams that we built, it's still there, it's still living, and it's not going away. And because of knowing that, because of have that definitive dreams and hope, help me to wake up every single day to work toward it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, having a sense of purpose,
Yeah.
right? Having a sense of purpose. Again, we come into a business and it's all about, well, okay, I'm coming in because I need to make some money, right? And then along the way, you kind of develop that sense of purpose. You kind of develop, where it becomes more than just you. It becomes more than just transactional, right? Now you start thinking about, oh, okay, um, I would love to be able to help my community. I'd love to be able to provide clean water to this community. I'd love to be able to, provide toys for, you understand? You start to think beyond yourself, right? And so now you've grown as a person, Julie, right? And so therefore, your dreams, your hopes, all those things, they evolve, okay? They don't stay the same, right? It's no different than, you may say, okay, well, I want to be a pilot when I grow up, right? And then you get a little bit older, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, no, I don't want to be a pilot. You want to be something else, right? These things change, they evolve, right? Because you as a person should be evolving. You as a person should be growing. Like you shouldn't be the same. Where I was like 20 years ago, I'm still the same today. I'm the exact same. Like you shouldn't be. Then there's no growth, right? And so as we come in and we start surrounding ourselves with these like-minded individuals, they start to rub off on you, right? And then you start to bounce ideas off each other. And then you have conversations like this where you can discuss ideas and, okay, what can we do? How can we collaborate together to make the world a much better place? So all these things come together, Julie, but it starts from, what's the why? What's the purpose? What's the reason you decided to jump on board? Okay. And so if we continue to reflect back on that, then it takes us back to that place where, okay, yeah, yeah, my hopes are still alive. My dreams are still alive, right? It is possible that this is going to happen for me because we're still here. We're still here, right? So many companies have come and gone, right? In the past 6.5, 7 years. So many have come and gone. But guess what? We're still standing here, Julie, right? We're still moving forward. Okay. So that means hope is alive, right? That means my dreams are still alive. Okay. And so I will continue all the way through because of the expectation that I have, right? Knowing that, yes, one day, things will work exactly according to plan. Things will work exactly how I expect it to be, right? And then I accomplish my dreams, Julie. Then all the hoping that I've been having over these years finally come to fruition, right? That's the idea. That's the idea. But we keep that prize in front of us. Whatever that prize is, whatever that dream is, we keep it in front of us, right? And we continue to work towards it. It may take a year longer than we expected. It may take a month longer than we expected. It may take a week longer than we expected. Doesn't matter. We continue to work towards it, right? And then we accomplish it. And once we accomplish it, there's that feeling of satisfaction, Julie. This is where, people are elated, right? They just, wow, I can't believe this has happened to me, right? But if you knew, right, what you're getting yourself into, if you knew that the hope and dreams that you have for yourself and your family can become a reality, if you know that is the case, then it's like a breath of fresh air, right? Because if we don't have hopes, if we don't have dreams, like what do we have, right? Like you just have to. To me, I feel that it's something that's essential for human beings. It's essential for us to have that, Julie, something to hold on to, something that, like I said, to keep you going through the tough times, right? Something that is there to say, hey, things are going to be okay. Why? Why? Because there is something in place, right? There is a solution in place. If you have nothing, if there's no solution and there's no chance, then all your hopes and dreams are gone by the wayside, right? But because there's a solution, because there is something at work, there is something at play, right? Therefore, I can still continue to hold on knowing that it will become a reality. And that's important, right? You have to be, folks, you have to have hopes, but not just hopes by themselves, though, right? Oh, I hope for this, I hope for that. Okay, but how are you going to accomplish it? How are you going to get there? You know what I mean? And so there has to be some sort of vehicle. There has to be some sort of mechanics that's going to help you to get to that desired destination. And we have something like that, Julie, right? We have something just like that that's going to get us to our desired destination. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, Michael. Um, I had a conversation with a group. I'm not sure which one it was, but I was talking about certainty and uncertainty, right? So when talking about certainty in our life, in my life particular, I mean,
Mhm.
I'll share my experience. The certainty in my life is I know for the fact, I know for the fact that God has never abandoned me. He always with me, right?
Mhm.
That is a certain, it's an absolute certain. And the other absolute certain that I know, trust, believe, and knowing the fact that it is taking action toward it, and that is an absolute certainty for the time in the past 6 years that I've known Mr. Ash Mufareh and know that certainty. And the absolute certainty to me in that situation is Mr. Ash Mufareh will do or die. That is to me, it's an certainty. It's an absolutely certainty to me. And because of that absolute certainty that I just shared it with you, I'm here, right? I'm here. And in the past 10 days, I made a dedication because the two certainty that I just share with you, one is with God, the other knowing the fact that Mr. Mufareh is committed to his vision, to his dreams. And what are his dreams and hope? His dream is to be able to create something that everyone can be part of it, something that is secure, right? It makes sense, that people love, right? And another things that he wants to do is to be able to have it in a secure place and all in one place, and everyone get access to it and everyone win. And that's his dreams. And because of the certainty that I just shared with you, and it's because of the hope and dreams that he has, I get to define my hope and dream as well. And because of his actions, the things that happen that he's going through, to build his hope and dream, and I get to be part of it. And that is another thing that I so deeply in see my dreams happen through that journey, right? And if I may share with you the commitment with me in the past 10 days, I committed to travel about 20 miles to a place where I believe, and so many people believe, it's called the Marian Shrine, about 46 minutes from where we live. People from all walk of life, people from all religion came and asking Mother of God to, and whether or not they are believe in it or not, but they believe that if you are coming to this play and you pray and you lift up your dreams, your hope, she, Mary of God, will send it to God and intercede it on behalf of us. And no matter what their belief is, this people are coming everywhere around the world to pray and to dedicate their lift, their dreams and hope. So in the past 10 days, I committed to do that. I commit to take, every single day on my way there, my do my rosary, and then on my way there, I wanted to dedicate and I wanted to ask for one thing, to be able to have that weight, that pressure, and that hope and dream lift up and make it happen for Mr. Ash Mufareh. And I wanted to be able to see him in that moment, and that was my hope and dream for him, to feel that heavy lifting or heavy pressure lifted up from him. And that was my dedication to do that. And I wanted to share this with you here, to you, Michael, and to everyone listening to it. It's because of my hope and dreams are still alive, and my hope are and dreams are still hoping and dreaming that Mr. Mufareh will live his and I will be part of it. And that's the reason why I committed to say, you know what? I'm going to live that dreams and I'm going to live that hope, because it's so much more important. And I've got so much in the past 6 years for me to be able to build that hope and dreams. Beside that, before that, it was just wishy and desires. It's not dreams and hope. So right now, I'm living that part and I'm working toward it. And I'm sharing that with you because it means so much to me. And it means so much to the people that listening to. And so I hope that if you don't have your hope and dreams yet, you gotta work on it, right? And you can change it. It's not a one thing you said and it goes. It's evolving. You gotta plan it and you gotta work towards your plan. And that's just my sharing, Michael.
Well, I mean, the thing about it, Julie, is that for me, right, my hopes and my dreams is to see everyone succeed,
Mhm,
right? I love the idea that we use that phrase, uplifting humanity,
mhm,
right? Like what can be better than that, right? To be able to see, so many people, billions of people around the world, being able to be uplifted out of their current situation,
mhm,
right? There's so many people that are struggling. There's so many people that are downtrodden,
mhm,
and how do you assist them? How do you help them? Right?
mhm,
You have to have access. You have to have resources. And then when you're in a position, now you can use those resources to assist others, right? And that's what this is all about. This is about access. This is about gaining resources that you can use to help others. It's as simple as that, right? You always take care of yourself and your family, of course, okay? But then when you have excess, what do you do with it? You don't just keep it all to yourself, right? You take that excess and then you extend it out now to be able to help others, right?
Mhm,
That's what this business is all about, Julie,
mhm,
right? It's about how can we come together and work together and help each other, right? So that all of us, and we've said it so many times, so that all of us become the best, the very best version of ourselves,
mhm,
okay? And that is where we're thinking of other people. So it's not just about us. So our hopes and dreams, yes, it's for ourselves and our family, but it should go beyond that,
mhm,
right? We should be looking at the global family, right?
mhm,
And how can we help where help is needed, okay? Because we know, for example, the fire that went through California, right? All that's going on there, and people lost their homes. Some, you know what I mean? We just have to understand that it doesn't matter where you are. It's not just, in some, impoverished country. Like, no, it's everywhere. Every single country on this planet, okay, are going through their own crisis. You know what I mean? And sometimes within the country itself, right, like the U.S., certain states more than others, right? So we all have our challenges, but in spite of having challenges, we can still have hope, right? We can still have dreams, right? We can still be looking towards being able to achieve whatever your heart's desire. Okay, the good desires of your heart. That's what we're talking about, folks. Okay, understand that we're talking about the good desires of your heart. Okay, and so those are all things to hold on to, right? To hold on to them. Why? Because the solution is coming. Okay, it is coming, right? And if we keep our eyes open, if we pay attention, okay, it will fall right in their laps.
mhm.
Absolutely. And then we'll be able to assist all that we want to assist. We'll be able to help all who we want to help because a lot of people, a lot, not just a few million, but billions of people on this planet need help, right? And that's why people are passionate about this business, right? That's why people are passionate about it because they realize that when it's all said and done, we can utilize it to be able to help as many as possible out there, Julie.
Absolutely, Michael. And what I said earlier, it's like a ripple effect, right?
Mhm.
I'm praying for Mr. Mufareh hopes and dreams to come true because that's part of my hope and dreams too, right?
Mhm.
It's really connecting, and not only just me, it's yours. It's thousands and millions of people around the world. Excuse me. Please take over, Michael. I need to get some drink.
And no problem, Julie. Folks, again, I mean, Julie shared her experience, okay, and that's her belief. It doesn't mean that, you share that belief or you understand that's her belief and she's entitled to that. But the bottom line, the point that we're trying to get across here is that to have hopes and dreams is important in life. You have to have it, folks, okay? And so if you've not really thought about your dreams, if you're not really thought about, what are you hoping for, right? What is it that you're trying to accomplish in life? If you haven't thought about any of those things, right? Take some time and reflect, right? We know the cares of life, get to people, right? And people are caught up, in everything else except being able to take some time out, right? And just reflect, whether it's one day a week, whether it's an hour a day, whatever the case may be, but be able to find some quiet time where you can actually reflect, right? Even meditate, right? On what it is that you really want to see out of life, right? And see, okay, are those things worthwhile? Some people say, well, hey, I want to have 10 cars. Well, I don't think 10 cars is a worthwhile goal or a worthwhile dream. You know what I mean? How does that benefit? You can only drive one at a time, right? How does that really, benefit you and your family? How does it even benefit your extended family, your global family? How does that benefit, right? So that's not what we're talking about. Okay. Definitely take care of your immediate needs. Absolutely, of course, people should have proper housing, right? Should have proper roof over your head. Absolutely, you should have food on your table, of course, right? And all those things, absolutely, right? People should be able to travel. Yeah, definitely, right? Um, you know, be able to have a good quality of life. Definitely, for sure. But we have to then think beyond ourselves, though, right? We have to then think, okay, my neighbor, okay, maybe they need some assistance with something. Okay, how can we help them? Okay, you see homeless people on the streets. How can we help them? Right? And there are people that are crying in silence and even dying in silence. Okay, how can we help them? Mental illness. How can we help them? And so on and so forth. There's so much that we can do on this planet, folks. But a lot of times, what's required is access, right? Access to resources, right? And so if we find ourselves in a position where we have this access, okay, how do we go about using it? Okay, what do we do with them? Okay, are we selfish and just hoard for ourselves, or do we open up our arms and let others come in so that we can assist them? Right? That's what it's all about, folks. Hopes and dreams, again, very, very important in your life. Take some time, reflect on it, right? And write it down. You know, write it down. Write down what your dreams are, right? Write down what you're looking for, in the future. What would you like to see happen? Okay, write it down because your dreams can become a reality.
That's right, Michael. Yeah, your
Are you
hope.
raising your hand, Julie? Are you raising your hand?
I'm raising my. Yes. Yeah. So let's keep our hopes and our dreams alive because they are absolutely still alive. Whatever that you are working on. So work on your plan, right? I do too. I'm working on my plan and I'm continue to keep that hopes and dreams alive and more definite. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that there are videos and there are social media platforms that people using my picture and other people pictures as well, and I wanted to take this as a general message that they were talking about, I think it was on TikTok. Deborah Morgan sent it to me, that someone is using my picture as their profile, and they were talking about trading crypto and forex exchange and doing all that. I want to take this opportunity to let you know I am and I do not do that. And I don't do that. I did it before and don't like it. It doesn't help me, right? I don't do forex exchange. I don't do anything about that. And if I do, I would not post it on there. It's because um, I only do business with people that I love and trust, right? And so if anyone that using my picture and my name to send you messages, I suggest if you would pick up the phone and call that person to see that it was me or not. And if it's not, and if you feel that you trust and love and believe that person and go ahead and do business there, I have no control of that. But I'm telling you, I do not have any profile out there that doing crypto trading or forex exchange. Okay? Thank you so much. So be careful.
And the same can be said for a lot of people. So people just have to be wise, Julie. Just have to be wise, right? Take care of your money, right? Be wise with what you have. Be smart when it comes to the internet, it's the digital space, AI. People using AI for all sorts of stuff. You understand? So just be careful out there. That's all.
Take care, my friend. Take care, Michael. Thank you
All
for
right.
your time.
Until next time.